Hello and welcome to Planet Power Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra, and this is for the first 2 weeks of September. Now we are just going to get started with a spirit oracle or spirit animal oracle card to get a sense of the theme that we're moving into. Koi fish spirit, there is always enough. Ooh, that abundant heart. I love that message. There is always enough. All right, now we'll go ahead and get some additional advice here, and I want to thank you for stopping by, Libra. I always appreciate it when you spend your time with me. The Fool. The Devil. The Judgment. No kidding. The Judgment following the Devil. That's funny. We'll talk about that in a minute. Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. And the Tower. Okay, you have some strong messages here for sure. But what I really want to talk about first is the Seven of Pentacles, because it struck me with this message from the koi fish spirit that says that there is always enough. So for some of you, you've been looking to start something new. Some of you have been ready to start another chapter of your life. Some of you are actually moving. Some of you are wanting to move on, purchase something large, whether it's financing some type of business deal or just purchasing a large thing like a car, a home, whatever that is. You're looking at your finances and you're thinking, oh, I don't know if I have enough. And Koi Fish Spirit says there is always enough. Now, I do want to point to the Devil above the Seven of Pentacles, because the Devil is really our personal demons, our unhealthy attachments, our unhealthy habits, our lower vibration idiosyncrasies, things of that nature. And I think for some of you, while this is true, the koi fish spirit said that there is always enough, it is in the spirit of operating on a whole level, in the spirit of not operating on a scarcity level. So we are to have faith, and we are to work hard, and we are to be responsible for our things, our life, and we will have faith and make the moves that we need to make forward, knowing that we will be provided for if we continue to operate on a whole level, one that is not of scarcity. Because when we operate on a lack, or we tend to grasp, we tend to, be too attached to our money, to our things, and it really presents the opposite approach. So for some of you, this means that you might have been spending a little bit too much. For whether it's that latte every day and you really should have been, getting rid of a credit card, whatever that is. It's saying that, yes, we want to operate on that whole level, that level of abundance, not scarcity, not lack, but we make sure that we don't have these bad habits that put us in a position of looking at our assets and realizing we don't have quite enough. But when we take our responsibilities and we're doing the right things, and we don't know what that next step is going to be for us, the next step is going to be required by you. And a lot of times the universe will ask you to start, to get moving. This is a new beginning. And sometimes we have to put one foot in front of the other and figure the other part out. Now, I'm not advocating or reading that you should just take a leap of faith because, oh, we're always going to have enough. And then you're looking and saying, well, I can't finance that car because I don't have the money to put down on it. And it's because of this or that. So I'm not advocating anything irresponsible with finances ever. But it's talking about things. It's talking about material growth with the spirit animal, but it really is more of a spiritual approach to life. And it's also an approach that we're taught in manifesting, right? We have to act as if we have enough. We have to act as if it's already on its way. We have to act as if. And that's really what this message is in concert with. So for some of you, though, that is a cautionary message saying, don't just spend recklessly. Don't just, not be responsible and maybe cut back where you can cut back. We have to learn from our mistakes. We have to learn from our experiences, because this judgment card right next to the devil is saying, have you learned this lesson? Have you learned the lesson in codependency in this unhealthy relationship? Have you learned that you come first and that you have to give yourself love before you give someone else love? Have you learned, to operate on a whole level, not one of scarcity? Have you learned this? And if indeed you have, there's a brand new life that's waiting for you. So this is an illustration of things that we all have had to go through in life to learn our lessons, to gain the experiences. And for those of you who haven't released some unhealthy patterns, or relationships or proclivities, we have the opportunity to let the tower come in and clear our path for us, because we have beautiful new things waiting for us. Now we know that this month with these retrograde planets, all of them, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, are really kind of setting the pace. And they're the ones kind of in charge of this environment that we all are sharing, this collective environment, right? And we know that Venus is going to be moving, or has moved direct on the 3rd, and Jupiter is now stationed retrograde. But Jupiter is the planet of luck and abundance and expansive by nature. So this is a second chance for us. This is a second chance for us. If you answer this call and say, yes, I have learned my lessons, I have untethered from that unhealthy relationship or pattern or whatever, and I'm ready for my second chance, then, this is a time to go big or go home. Because Jupiter is about, his purpose is bringing fortune, bringing joy, bringing second chances. And that's what life is about too. So I love this. I do, because we have Mars in your sign, and Mars in your sign is asking you to be bold. He's asking you to push. He's actually making things uncomfortable for you, Libra, because you're all about peace and harmony. Venus is the goddess of love. That's your ruler. And Mars is, the god of war. So it has been a little bit of that independent Mars that's combating your harmony of partnerships and love, but you're learning and growing from this, and this is going to be a great period for you. Venus moving direct in your 11th house of friends and groups and social groups is really going to open up your world for new beginnings and new people. So be bold. Mars is in your home. He is asking you to get going. It's an aggressive energy that you're not used to. But if you believe that there is always enough and you're doing the right things and you have this bold planet pushing you forward, you're being asked to take that leap. Okay, that was a lot, I know. Let's get 2 more cards here before we close out this reading. There we go. The Judgment card again. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And the Page of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me tell you something. I love that I got this Judgment card again, because that's really the spirit of this. So this is a call. It's a call to action. It's about truth. It's about a spiritual awakening, and it's about ascension, being lifted up, being elevated, and releasing your karma. You have an opportunity to free yourself. You have an opportunity to release all of this baggage now. It's a potent time for you, especially since you are hosting the South Node for the next 18 months. This is exactly where you need to be. Hope it resonated. If it has, please like, share, and subscribe. Wishing you balance, peace, and harmony. Take care.